Hi, and welcome to today's water fitness video. Starting off with about 2 minutes of water jogging, just while I describe what's going to happen in today's workout. Let's put your fingertips together. I call these my little duck fins. So you're pulling and pushing the water, getting your arms warmed up. We're doing a high knee jog here. Pulling and pushing. Chest is high, and the top of your head is right to the top of the sky or the ceiling if you're an indoor pool. An important thing to remember here is that our feet are landing flat on the bottom of the pool. Try to resist the tendency to bounce off your tiptoes. I see that a lot in classes. If you're doing this ballerina position or you're bouncing off your tiptoes, you might have really sore calves tomorrow. So make sure that your heels are making contact with the bottom of the pool. Let's speed this up a little bit, pulling and pushing. You have the option here to jog back and forth in your pool if you have space, or you can turn side to side. We're just getting used to being in the water. Maybe it's a little bit shocking when we first get in if your pool is a little bit of a chilly temperature. This is part of our warm-up. High knees. I want you to keep your chest up, but bring your knees as high as your belly button. Let's go. 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's switch to a butt kick. So my knees are pointing down to the bottom of the pool, and I'm bringing my heels right in towards my glutes, trying to kick my own butt. Same thing with the arms here. Getting the hang of it, and then we're going to speed it up. So today's workout is mostly lower body. We are going to use the arms. We have some elements of squats, lunges, a few Pilates balance things, and then we'll do a little bit of stretching and mobility at the end. Let's speed it up. Pulling and pushing with your arms. This is your pull-push workout for today. Heels come in. 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to come out a few jumping jacks. Same thing with your fingers. Push the water away. The whole workout today should be about chest height with the water level. We do have a few balance things coming up, so you have an option to hold on to the side of the pool or a floaty or whatever you like. Exhale. I want you to turn your toes out a little bit in your jumping jacks here and squeeze your heels together as your arms come down. 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's do a little bit of mobility while we're here. We are nice and warm. I'm going to start with my left foot planted on the bottom of the pool. Right knee comes up and touches, and then back in the front and touches in the front. So we're just doing a little half circle with our right knee. Try to get that knee as high as you can because we're in the water. These are so much nicer to do when you're in the water than on land, especially if you have a hip issue. Big semicircle. So my left leg is gripping the bottom of the pool and my left knee is a little bit bent. Starting to feel it in my core a little bit, right on the side of my obliques. Let's go 3 more. 2. Big knee circle, and 1. Let's switch sides. So my right leg comes down, gripping the bottom of the pool. The idea here is to try to stay in one spot. Big hip circle. I think my hip just cracked on this side, but that's good. Getting it warmed up, getting some movement in that joint. Up and around. Let's go 4 more. 4, you can go at your own speed. 3, 2, and 1. Good. We're going to do a little curtsy lunge. So I'm back on my left leg. My left side is going to stay down at the bottom of the pool. I'm going to show you in the corner what this looks like. I'm going to bring my right foot back just to the outside of my left foot and then knee up. So down, knee up. So I'm bending my left leg, my left knee, and I'm bringing the right knee up. So this is where you might want to hold on to the side of the pool if you have a floaty, a pool noodle, or you can start to use your upper body. So push the water away. 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. Let's stay on this side. So my left foot is still down at the bottom of the pool. I'm just doing a right side lateral raise. Flex that right foot. Right leg is straight. Just lift and lower. Lift and lower. Should definitely be feeling this in the outside of that right leg. It's a side leg lift. 8, 7, 6, exhale. Push the water away. 4, 3, and 1. Now, last thing on this side before we switch, we're going to do a big leg sweep. So it's a big circle with your right leg. So point your toe, bring the leg up, around, and down. 8, 7. Good. 3 more. Starting to feel it in the lower abs. 2 and 1. Good. Plant the right leg down. Left knee is up. We bring the left foot, touch it down beside the right foot and up like a little curtsy lunge. Let's add some arms into this. Come out and together. 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That side lateral lift. Heel is straight out from your hip and flex that left foot up and down. Trying to stay in one spot. 8, 7. So good for the hip, your inner thigh. 6. Try to get that heel as high as you can get it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we have that big leg sweep. Straight leg up and around. Point the toe. This is hard to stay in one spot. Good. Definitely feeling my abs with this. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Let's just drop both legs. Let's just do some nice, easy hip circles in the water, a few each direction. Shake out your hips a little bit. This is so good if you're rehabbing after any sort of hip injury, if you maybe have a hip replacement. I've had people in my water aerobics classes that lost a lot of mobility after having a hip replacement. Switch directions of your hip circles. Do this a few times a week and you'll get a lot of range of motion back after being in the water. Good job. All right, we're going to do some lunges, just starting with some static lunges. I'm going to start with my left foot forward and my right leg is back. Obviously, we're not lunging very low because of the water line, but coming down and up, trying to stay in one spot. Arms can be out to the side. They can be on your hips, but I want you to feel like you're driving down through that front leg. My left leg is in front, so I'm pushing all my weight down through that heel. Down and up. Let's go 8 more. 7, 6, 4, 3. That was a loud bird. And 1. Now I'm transferring my weight to the right leg. I'm going to do a front raise with just my left leg, just like we did on the side, but now the leg comes straight out and the toe is pointed. This is number 4. 5. Exhale, use your abs for this. 8 more. 8. 6. 4. 3. 2. And 1. A little bit of a Pilates move here. We're going to do a standing clamshell. So still with the left leg that's moving. So I'm going to hook your right foot behind hook your left foot behind your right knee, and we open and close the knee. Just a standing clamshell, arms out to the side. 7, 8. Let's do 8 more, standing nice and tall, chest is up. 7, 6, 5. Getting ready to do those lunges on the right side. 3, 2, and 1. Bring the right leg forward. Left leg is back. I want you to feel like most of your weight is driving straight down onto your right heel. So pushing that heel down into the floor of the pool. This is really good if you have a knee injury, maybe you've had knee surgery or just something hurts. I know a lot of people in the gym, they struggle with step-ups or squats. Do this a few times a week in the pool. It's really strengthening through all the ligaments and the tendons around your knee. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straight leg raises right out in front, point the toe, exhale, and pull it down or push it down. 3. Want you to feel your abs with this. So your back is nice and straight, spine is straight. Take one of your hands, put it right on your abs. And 8, let's do 8 more. 8. I feel this in my glute and my hamstrings, as well as my abs. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We have the standing clamshells on the right side. Hook that right foot behind your left knee. Standing nice and tall on that left side. Out and in. 4, 5, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we have a couple of power moves before we get ready for our stretching and mobility section of this workout. So I want your feet nice and wide. We're going to do a little plie squat. Your knees come out over your toes, and then we're going to drag one heel in, alternating which heel comes in. So you're going to press that heel down against the bottom of the pool as you drag it in. This is really firing up through the sides of your glutes and your inner thigh. Down, up, down, up. Good. Arms are pushing the water away as you come up. Then we're going to move on to some squats and some power squats. Let's go 8 more. 8. Really drag the heels. 7. Push through the floor. 5, 4, 3, and 1. I'm going to turn to the side where we have our feet in a pretty narrow squat position. I'm just squatting down and up, pushing the floor away. Arms are straight. Squat and up. If you want, come all the way up to a calf raise. So I am coming up to my tiptoes. Big exhale as you come up. Let's make it a little bit explosive. As you come down, push your heels into the floor and you come up with an explosive big move. Push, up, push, up. Good. Like you're bringing all your weight down to the bottom of the floor, pushing your feet into the floor, and then lifting up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. Now, arms out to the side. We bring both knees in and we touch the bottom of our heels. Belly button comes back. Knees come up. Good. 8, 7, 6, 3, 2, and 1. Good. I'm going to move in a little bit. I have a step that's right here, and it's about hip height. So maybe you have a step on the side of your pool, or maybe you can get your leg all the way up to the top of the side of the pool, but my foot is flexed. I have my right leg up, and my leg is straight. I'm just going to lean forward a little bit till I feel the stretch in the back of that leg. Let me move over to the side a little bit. Good. Now bend that front knee. So my right leg is still out in front. And I'm sinking down through my left knee for a little bit of a hip flexor stretch. Good. I'm trying to keep these videos right at about 20 minutes. That seems to be my sweet spot for workouts, especially if we're only doing lower body or upper body at a time, because you can always stack the videos together and do different things on different days. Now my left leg is out in front, my toe is flexed, my right leg is down at the bottom of the pool, and I'm leaning in till I feel a stretch in the back of the left leg. I love doing stretching and mobility in the pool. I always talk about this. I talk about it with all my clients and in all of my workouts. Bend this leg. It's so good at reducing inflammation. If you have any sort of like bloating or fluid buildup, if you're recovering from an injury, or maybe you've just been working really hard at the gym for a couple of days and you wake up and you're feeling really stiff, I try to make it a priority to come out to the pool for 20 minutes, usually at night, and I just get in the water and I stretch and I move and I feel like it rebalances all of the fluid in my body. So I wake up with a lot less soreness, especially if I did a strength workout that day. So arms behind your back, try to interlace your hands or grab your fingers. Just lift and lower your arms. I think a lot of times people think of the commitment of getting in the pool and they think that they have to swim laps or go back and forth. Getting in the pool is such a good tool for any sort of exercise or fitness or any sort of rehabbing that you want to do. Even if you just have 10 minutes, get in the pool, move around a little bit, open up your joints, re-lubricate things. I promise you'll feel better after you do it. So let's do a quad stretch, a regular standing quad stretch. Grab one foot. You can hold on to the side of the pool or a noodle, or you can just try to stand and balance. So keep the knee pointing down towards the bottom of the floor and then push your hips forward a little bit. This feels so good in the water too. Switch sides. Heel in, knee down, chest is up. Then we do a little figure 4 stretch. Back to the original side. Now my left heel is over my right knee and I'm pushing my left knee down with my hand a little bit just to feel a stretch through the outside of the hip. We did a lot of work for the sides of the glutes, the glute medius. Switch, other side. Good. I am going to hold on to the side of the pool. Nice wide leg stance. Just with my arm up and over. Big side stretch. Let's do this a few times. Good. Now come over, and I like to rotate, kind of look down at your foot or the side of the pool, and then open up through your chest. Look down and open. Oh, so nice to do back stretching in the pool. Let's switch to the other side. Just starting with a big side stretch up and over. What a beautiful day. The sky is really blue. I'm just noticing that. Up and over, and then we rotate, kind of close your chest, look down at the pool, and then open your chest up to the sky. Good. Last thing, a little calf stretch, just like a classic calf stretch that we do on land. So toes up, heels down, and then kind of pull yourself over that leg. So my toes are up on the wall. My heel is at the bottom of the pool. I'm pulling myself in, feeling a nice stretch through the calf of that leg. So nice to stretch the calves in the pool. Let's switch. Other side. Good. This was a perfect little workout, perfect little mobility session for today, especially if maybe today is an active recovery day for you. You've had a couple of tough days in the gym, or you're adding on to a routine that you're doing sports for something else and you're wanting to get stronger and get more flexible. This is a great routine. Try to check out some of my other videos. Thank you for joining me. Thanks for being here.